speak continuously. I went to Korea Maritime University. 4 years. I studied in Busan. And then after graduate, I worked in merchant vessel, big ship, container vessel, tanker, and car carriers. You can see sometimes a very big ship in Busan area, Busan port. Okay, you know it? Yeah. Usually Busan is a very big container vessel come to Korea because Busan is the main harbor in Busan, biggest harbor. The second harbor is Incheon for container vessel. And I worked in the vessel engineer, and I was an engineer, worked in the vessel about 4 years. And after seaman in the vessel, I worked trading company. I mean trading. Trading is any stuff import to other country. I don't know. I'm saying export to other country or import from other country. This is the word. It's mean trading. Usually I export the spare parts of vessel engine, ship's engine, and other spare parts for many kinds of machinery, auxiliary machinery, pump, and others. Anyway, and so I started my own company. I managed the own company in 2005. Yes, 2005 January 25th is my official starting my own company. That time you did not born. You were not born. 2005 January 25th. You are in your mother. Yes, 2005. You were born in. So anyway, that time I was afraid my business, my company can be succeed or not because I have no enough money and I have no enough any network with many customers. So, but unfortunately, my business, my company is growing up very well. So, still I managed my company 14 years. It's okay. So anyway, why I try to speak in English? Why my main purpose? You know purpose? Purpose means why we do something. Why? The reason. Yeah? Reason. You know reason, yeah? What's mean reason? Similar name, similar meaning. Reason or purpose. Anyway, main goal or main goal. When I visit many countries in the world, do you know how many countries in the world? About 70. 70 or 17. 70. Wow, you know very well. Many countries, yeah? You can speak all the country name?
No.
Okay, anyway, you can. So, I visit around 30 countries myself. I visit, including Asia, Europe, Middle East, Africa, Asia, North America, South America, all over the world I visit. So I felt why the other people is different compared with the Korean people. For example, language and food and culture. Some people, if anything different, we and other country, we are correct. The other culture is wrong. Some people, right? Our culture is our food is only correct. But this means this reason is just think only think about Korea, nothing other countries. So I think we should understand other people. How to this language. If you learn a language, any other people, you know why English is important. If you go anywhere, if you can speak English, almost can talk anywhere. You know, so English is very important, and then you can understand and you can speak what you want, what you need. So anyway, okay, we about that is speak lately. Okay, okay, introduce. Today is introduce yourself, and okay, I think my strength point is the thing is I can speak English well. Do you agree? Okay, thank you. I can speak English compared to other normal Korean people. And then I write a book. I write well. So you know, last year I published my own book about Winston Churchill. Right? Yes. Do you read my book already? Did you read my book? How many times? One time, two time?
One.
Time. How was your fear about my book?
I can't remember.
You remember why? What? Do you remember anything about my book in my stories? What is the best you remember about my book?
Churchill is strong.
Strong. Yes, that's right. Strong. That's right. Correct. I agree. Strong. Very strong man. Yeah. Any other things?
Yes.
Oh yes. Okay. So why he is a strong man? I think he has brave. Yeah. You agree? Brave. Yes. Brave is very important. He said. Brave. Brave. Yes. Brave. Brave means no fear. Yeah. He said brave is very important. So he said the reader need many things. If you want to be a leader, need many things: brave, or honest, or leadership, and many things. Anyway, but the first thing is brave. Brave is a very important character. Because if you have a brave, you can do anything. That's why we afraid, or why we have fear. Because we think about first, if I do anything, first thinking is fail. So if I want to study English, but study English very important. So in near future I can fail. I will fail. So I do not try again. So, but if you have brave, you can go ahead step by step. This time is the same. If you have no fear, you can do anything. If you have a brave, same meaning. You can do anything. So he said, Winston Churchill said, brave is very important. First character. He said. Okay. And he has many characters, many good things. Brave and honest and leadership. And he writes many books about poetry books. Yeah, poetry books. And so he got a Nobel Prize, Nobel lecture part, Nobel Prize. Because he wrote a history about the Second World War, totally 6 books. So he got a Nobel Prize in 1963. The candidate is Winston Churchill and Hemingway. Ernest Hemingway. Do you know the Hemingway? Old Man and Sea. he's a very he is compete each other. Winston Churchill and Hemingway. Many people, okay, sure, Hemingway will get the Nobel Prize, but surprisingly, Winston Churchill got the Nobel Prize. So some people are jealous because Winston Churchill was Prime Minister of England, UK, and he is a leader of the Second World War of alliance countries. But I think just see his his books, Second World War. I also read his book in English, his original book. He wrote very well. Also, I three another books I read his book, his autobiography and essay and others. His writings very well. So compare any other author, because he wrote many years when he was correspondent in the war. Do you know correspondent in the war? Is the war in the war? Yes, you know you were fighting each other. Yeah? Country and country had to fight each other. That anybody have to write, take a picture in the war time. So his man is war correspondent. His job that time is very war correspondent job is very dangerous job because many people should be died when guns and bombs it's a very dangerous job. So, for example, about 1713 war correspondent in the Korean War. Many English war correspondents died in the war time. It's a very dangerous job. But anyway, he started when he was working in military. His job two kinds: military officer and war correspondent. He doing both together. Okay, understand? Yeah. Okay. The other stories, many things I want to tell you about this century. Next time I will tell you more. Okay. Okay. And others. Okay. 30 minutes passed. Okay. Do you want to know anything about me? Do you have any questions? Anything about me? How to meet my wife, your mother? Do you want to know? Any other things? Okay, I want to tell you how I could meet your mother. Long time ago, I think, remember 1990, 95 or 4 or 5, yeah. That time I worked in the Basel. I have a holiday, 1 month, 2 months holiday normally. I visited my university, and so I met my university juniors. That time, your mother is, I think, just second grade of university. So her age is 21, I think. Yeah. So I was 26, 5 years different. So in the school, in the university student, 5 year different, very big difference. So I heard later your mother said, you're senior, very hard. Why this come here? He complained very much. Her friend, my juniors. Anyway, that time I never talk about your mother. That first time I meet, just see she visit opposite way. I sit down here. Your mother sit down there. It's very far, right? So cannot speak together. Just see. I remember this. Anyway, second time I met her and can speak personally. One of your mother's friend called me. Mr. Yoon, I want to see cinema together. Sure, okay. My junior, one of juniors can we go to cinema together. Yeah, I went there. Your mother came together. So second time I met your mother together. So that time the movie title is I remember Braveheart. The Braveheart is the first movie when I when I watched together with your mother. Braveheart is the actor is Mel Gibson. Do you know Mel Gibson? You don't know? Okay, right, next time I will tell you. Mel Gibson is very young. That time is very old, long time ago, and Mel Gibson very young. This is a story about history. It's about Scotland. Scotland. That time, no, England and UK. UK like this, yeah. It's England, Scotland. That time, England make one country, occupied north side, Scotland. So Scotland, the Scottish people want independent. Do you know independent? Independent means also similar in Korea. Just 100 years ago, 1990, March 1st. Do you know what day? March 1st. This is a holiday, very important holiday in Korea.
3일.
그렇지, yes, 3일절. Yes, okay, this understand. 3일절. This time is why? Because Korean people want to independent from Japan. Okay, understand? Independence mean. So Scottish people want to independent from England because England occupied their land, their country. So the Braveheart is his name is William Wallace. William Wallace is similar Yuan-sun in Korean Joseon dynasty. So William Wallace is a very big hero in Scotland. So when you have time, Scotland. Okay, I know you're ancient. Your people, one of your people. William Wallace. Oh, how you that? For example, any other people I know. General Isun Shin. Oh, surprise! How do you know General Isun Shin? Yes. Hold on.